Welcome, everyone, by the way, who might be seeing from the stream for the first time on the front page. It's an honor to be here. I really hope you enjoy some Guild Wars 2, right? It's a game that I think really does deserve to be showcased. An awesome experience. It's really got a little bit of something for everyone, right? It's open world bosses, PvP stuff, open world PvP, loads of instance content. And we're going to be getting into that as well. We're going to be getting into the instance content very shortly, actually, and I think that's going to be a lot of fun. There's been some great additions to Guild Wars 2 with the expansion, actually, and they've really pushed the limits with what they can do with the combat system and some of the design of these encounters. They're a whole lot of fun. I can't show you everything today because some of the best stuff is to do with the story, and we're going to be very well behaved and not spoil anything for all of you, because that would be a little bit silly. But we absolutely are going to show you some incredible content that I think anyone can really love. Gets this great Hypnos down. There it is. Some mounts. Yes, we are actually going to be showcasing mounts as well. That's correct. Mounts will be showcased. Specifically, the Beetle, and probably the Beetle. And we're also going to show off the Griffin as well a little bit. And we're going to play a whole bunch of different builds as well. We're going to play loads of fun stuff. Like, we're going to play some Reaper, some Necromant, some Guardian, some Engineer. Right, a lot of stuff we're going to play. But anyway, we've got to take this dragon down, and we've got to keep up our tight schedule, because after this, we are going directly over to a Fractal. One of my favorite Fractals, actually. Very equivalent to kind of dungeon content in other games, actually. A lot of them are a little bit of a mixture of speedrun elements and movement elements with some big boss fights as well. This one's going to be very boss focused because I really wanted to showcase what an awesome boss fight this really was. It's a lot of exciting stuff. What content are you most excited to showcase? I've got to say, I think I really am really excited to show the instant stuff. Instant stuff in World vs. World. The instant stuff in World vs. World to me is like a really big highlight. We're going to be doing Sunquar Peak Challenge Mode right after this. Then we've got a raid set up. We're going to have some strike missions too after that. And then some mount stuff and some World vs. World fun times as well. It's going to be great. Yeah, the OST, the music in Guild Wars 2 is great. It's too often that players, players these days turn off the music in games too much. But you shouldn't do that. You've got to be crazy to do that. Game music is great. Especially in Guild Wars 2, actually. Like, the score for End of Dragons in particular is really excellent. It's really spectacular, I've got to say. All right, then. Let's do this. Okay, the dragon has been defeated. Job done. It's time for us to move on to the next thing. So, the next thing, of course, you've got the open world content of Guild Wars 2, but you also have the instanced content of Guild Wars 2. And, of course, it's very standard for any kind of MMO setup, really, and we're going to show you some of the very best of that right now. And here we go. We're ready to go on to this Fractal. So this Fractal is a little bit interesting, actually, because you actually go directly to the boss, pretty much. On the normal mode of this, you actually see a little bit more than that, of course. But here, we're just going direct to the action. So this fight is super dynamic, actually. Really fast-paced, right? There's a lot of mobility, a lot of dodging here. And it's actually a little bit inspired by some other games as well. But, this is Guild Wars 2. And here we have Keeper of the Peak. And we're going to make this look pretty easy, but actually, this fight is pretty damn brutal, actually. And you can start to see things starting to stack up a little bit about now, as we see more and more attacks. And what we're noticing here is actually another part of this Fractal system, which is called instabilities. These instabilities actually go ahead and modify Fractals. So this one means that we accidentally spit on each other if we aren't careful, which obviously isn't good, because that's not nice, is it? There's also a lot of them. You can see there's 3 at the same time, right? So right now the enemies get boons periodically, and we take more damage for having boons as well. And now we're going to use a portal to get to the middle, to get back to the boss even quicker so we can start our damage. And we're going to have to hide behind this rock. This is one of the reasons why I wanted to actually showcase this Fractal in particular, is because the mechanics are incredibly diverse. There's a lot of different things that are going on there. And it's a proper fight that you can progress on and learn. Right? Even fairly, like this is a 5-player instance, not a 10-player instance. This is like a dungeon-style thing. But there's actually a lot of complexity to this fight. And actually, because we're playing on the challenge mode right now, there's even going to be a secret phase at the same time. How fun is that? As you can see, there's a certain level of pattern in some of these mechanics where some of it's repeating, but some of it's different. So you don't have this familiarity, but you still have to learn new things as you progress through the fight. And there we go. And you're finishing off this boss, and you might be thinking, well, surely this is the end, right? Like, this is where the boss dies, right? Well, actually, you would be incorrect in making that assumption, because we have a little bit of a secret phase coming up right now, okay, which is, here we go. There's actually a checkpoint here as well, so you actually don't have to, you actually don't need to, you don't need to survive the entire way, but there's some kind of cool roleplay, and there's even an achievement for doing it all in one go, so we're just going to go ahead and do the achievement right now. Let's do it. All right, here we go. Bonus phase, boss back to 100% hit points, and we've got to go again. Let's do this. Want to avoid spitting, and this is where things really get intense. This phase, significantly harder, as you might expect for the hard mode here. A lot more stuff going on, lots of area attacks that we need to be dodging right now. Fortunately, my team, you know, we got this. We got this right now. I think we got this one locked in. Some very experienced players are graciously helping me out here to make sure that we can show you all of this content in a good way. Very nice. Okay, and there you go. The boss is charging away. And this is where you've got to be careful with mobility, because actually moving towards the boss now is going to be quite hazardous. So you see all these projectiles coming through. Now getting this phase. And this is where we actually have a little bit of a spread. There's going to be a lot of area attacks here, and we're going to need to actually break the Defiance bar to destroy this Sorrow extra enemy there. And because if we don't do that, it will explode and destroy all of us, which is not good. This fight is over. Yeah, you're damn right. It is a sick fight. This fight is awesome. And this is where things get really hazardous. We've got to spread out, watch these spits not get hit by the area attacks, and more importantly than that, we've got a little bit more here. Because if those kind of flying ghosts catch up to you, what will happen is that they will explode and stun everyone and then kill you. So, not good. Quite a dangerous situation there, as you can probably tell. And now we just need to finish off the boss. We're pretty much done. A clean execution here. Need to just avoid actually getting hit by any of these attacks. Oh, might be able to just barely get that. We do. So you do not want to fail those Defiance bars. You always have to use a lot of crowd control on the boss. Otherwise, things go very, very badly. Okay, and we're going on to the next thing. Fractal done. And it's time to get ourselves going for a raid. You see those blue bars? A lot of crowd control required there. We use a lot of crowd control abilities to make that work. And let's go ahead and move on to the next piece of content, which is going to be a raid. And this raid is so good. One of the most epic encounters in the entire game. I think that if you haven't seen something like this before, you're going to be totally blown away by this encounter. It is just fantastic. It is a visual feast, okay, for everyone involved. It is beautiful. And it also happens to be one of the more complicated encounters in the entire game. Let's get into it. So I'm going to be trying to actually show off as much of this fight as possible to show the depth and complexity that's going on here. We're going to try a whole bunch of different things. And I'll be doing some kind of weird off-to-the-side mechanics, tanking, and battling a boss all at the same time. And, of course, the main boss itself. Really fun fight here, though. A huge amount of movement, a huge amount of mechanics to handle, and an awesome boss arena. Look at this boss arena, and you'll see that this boss arena is going to move around as well. Even better than you might expect. All right, here we go. Oh, that was actually really bad, wasn't it? Should be fine, actually. Yeah, it's fun. Ha ha ha, indeed. So here I am playing Reaper. This is one of the most fun specializations in the entire game to play. You have a giant scythe as you channel your Death Shroud, and you also wield a greatsword at the same time. An awesome, awesome specialization to play, of course, from the Necromancer. A lot of different classes in this game. Like, you're going to be sure to find something that you like, simply because of the nature of the game. There are so many different variants of things that you can play. 3 elite specializations for every profession. So no matter what, you're going to find something that's got a little bit of flavor to it. So what we have to do here is we have to fight a giant boss while someone's keeping this guy busy, and all of that needs to be done at the same time as a player going inside a magical lamp to summon a powerful NPC to actually help us out. All right, let's go. This is good. And let's go back. Let's do some damage. Here we go. Yeah, it is complicated. It's very complicated indeed. So now we're going to do the lamp, right? That was the mechanic that was being handled by someone else, but this time, we're going to get into this time. And we're going to see a whole new thing. Let's do this. Let's go. Boop. So, we have to go through and clean out these rooms. And the fun thing here is that you have to find kind of like the right path through here, because each room has different enemies, and some of them are way harder than others, right? And if you go the wrong way, you're going to have some serious problems here, because some of these are quite beastly, so you have to be very careful with some of these ones. Fortunately, we do know the way, as you can see here, and we've actually been able to get there. Very nice. I need to slightly change my character model limit there. There we go. Sort that out now. Very nice. Okay. Very nice. Very, very nice indeed. We should be able to finish off this Apocalypse Ringer by summoning that Ice Elemental. And away we go. It's time to fight the boss again. Okay. Very good. And now we're going to nearly die and do some tanking as well. It's tanking time. Oh, wait. Oh. Tank Wyvern, yes. I will tank the Wyvern. Ellie's not sure about that. No, Ellie is good. No, the Ellie being bad is actually just misinformation. But don't worry. I will correct that misinformation. Hell yeah. So the tanking in this game is quite interesting. You don't have to be a specialized tank to tank in Guild Wars 2. In fact, a lot of the time, it will actually be a damaging player who's also tanking. Because all you have to do is to be able to hold aggro. And because there's no taunt mechanic in the game, or conventional taunt mechanic, this means that it's very flexible with how you can actually approach tanking. There's a lot you can do. There's no dedicated, oh yeah, you have to play this to be a tank. Anything can tank in Guild Wars 2, which is actually a very interesting concept, I think. For example, I'm just tanking on a full DPS, essentially. And instead of kind of just taking loads of damage and being the tank, what I'm actually doing here is I'm just dodging. I'm using my evasion and mitigation abilities to completely avoid the damage that the boss is dealing here, which is basically how a lot of Guild Wars 2 combat typically works. Alright, so we've got to finish off these final monsters, and after these things have died, we are going to go and actually finish off this boss. Yeah. So our final helper is this Water Djinn, who's one of the main characters in the story of this raid. Spoiler alert. But don't worry about that. It's just it's a really cool side story, actually. Don't worry, you're not getting spoiled right now. And here we go. It's final boss time. You make it look so easy. That's not how it goes in pub groups. Yeah, that is something that I do want to talk about here, actually. So I am playing with a super strong group here. And this super strong group really knows what we're doing. This is actually a really challenging boss, and will absolutely push your team to the limit when you're trying to learn it. But obviously, we're making it look a little easy. We're making it look fun, giving you guys the cinematic experience for the Twitch front page here. Hell yeah. Love to see it. The raids in this game are honestly a great challenge. If you haven't done them before, they're a whole lot of fun. Right, and there's a lot of ways you can approach them and different strategies and so on that can really keep it fresh. And you can try a lot of things. And there we go. Very nice. Boom. We even got some good loot there as well. Got a really cool skin, a giant mace that we can use. That's not that. And by the way, that was only the normal mode. That wasn't even the challenge mode. Oh, yeah. I did skip the cinematic there. Yeah. No spoilers. That's why. Okay, let's get into this. So I'm going to play a healer here, because I've played a few different styles of builds, and now we're going to play a healer. It's one of the new ones, okay? Like the Elementalist. People say Elemental is bad. Well, I have some bad news. Elemental is actually big. I love to see it. I love to see it. It's fantastic. Let's go. All is calm. All is relaxing. Yeah, Ellie is fun. And that's why we're playing Ellie right now. Alright, let's go. We are going to finish that hype train. And the hype train is Guild Wars 2 right now. Ow. So this build is actually a healer elementalist build. And it's a very, very interesting build to play, as you can see. It's going to involve swapping around a lot of achievements. Just really being all over the place. We have a huge amount of skills that we can use at our disposal. This is actually a strike mission. So this is kind of what you're going to be seeing a lot from ArenaNet these days. What this is actually just a boss and nothing else. It is a boss that just kind of sits here in the arena, and you can battle it whenever you want. No trash events or anything like that. You're straight into it, and you're blasting. It's a lot of fun. And this is kind of what a lot of the content actually is these days for Guild Wars 2, right? It's kind of like the more modern stuff. Like, raids were kind of a thing in Path of Fire, but these days you're going to be seeing a whole lot of strike missions. And some of the ones in the recent expansion, they are absolutely brutal in terms of their difficulty. We're going to be showing one of those in just a moment as well, actually. All right, here we go. So we're going to use our crowd control skills here to break through. We can actually use a revive. Someone's down, so we're going to go ahead and get that revive there real quick to make sure they get back up. Reviving downstate players, one of the highest priorities you can possibly have when you're playing Guild Wars 2. Yeah, I may be me in Harvest Temple challenge mode. You know, like, you know, we'll just drop that there. We'll just name drop it, you know. We're going to drop it in there. Okay. Very nice. These ones are some of the easiest strike missions. This one is actually pretty tough. I'd say it's pretty close to a raid. Some of them are very, very great for entry-level players. In fact, strike missions in general are honestly one of the things that you will probably end up doing really early in your Guild Wars 2 career, right? Like, once you get to the end game, strike missions are where you kind of get naturally nudged by the game to kind of refine your skills and get the really big loot. Yeah, it's very much like a trial in Final Fantasy. So that's that kind of similar style of content with the way it's set up. But obviously, it's Guild Wars 2. I hope you've been enjoying some of that content, because we are about to change things up a little bit here, actually. It's time to go and do a jumping puzzle, actually, because I really wanted to showcase a load of different content. Look, we showed you the hardcore stuff, right? The super hardcore content. And honestly, I'd really encourage everyone to get in here and come and hang out. Everyone get in here right now. Let's go. I'm actually going to go ahead and make a squad so you can all follow me. I'm in basically the capital city of Guild Wars 2, Lion's Arch. And we're going to go ahead and do this jumping puzzle. It's a really fun one, actually, here. It involves pirate treasure, hidden mazes, invisible walls, right? Spikes, traps, okay? Like light and dark, all sorts of fun mechanics. And I really wanted to show this, actually, because, again, I really love the variety of what Guild Wars 2 brings to the table. And hopefully you got excited by all of that hardcore endgame content. But I really wanted to highlight some of the really fun exploration-style stuff that you can do in Guild Wars 2 as well, because there are loads of these jumping puzzles just hidden all over the world throughout the entire game, and they're all totally different with unique mechanics and puzzle elements and all sorts of different things in there as well. They are actually such a fun thing that Guild Wars 2 has, and after this we're going to be doing some mount stuff as well, showing off some mount gameplay for the same reason. Right, it's not all about the open world, it's not all about raids, it's not all about the PvP or PvE or anything, right? There's so much variety. Look, quite ominous here, we're descending into the caverns, the Sharkmoor caverns, infested with pirates, apparently, ghost pirates anyway, but anyway, let's get in there. Whoa! You can actually die to these spikes here, so you have to be a little bit careful. We're going to drop into the water and begin our journey. Goodness me, very ominous stuff here. And this is honestly, the reason I chose this jumping puzzle is because it's got a little bit of everything. It does everything. You've got jumping segments, we've got some puzzle segments, we have some interesting mechanics, right? Some great role play, all this kind of stuff. So the first thing here is that there's going to be a maze. Now, what you're supposed to do is basically kind of get led through it, but I actually already know the way, so we're just going to go this way because that's the way we need to go right now. And there's a hidden wall, right? We're just going through this hidden wall over here, and we've made it through that first terrifying maze element. And as you can see, these are pretty expansive. They really are. Now we're going to have a bit of a jumping segment here, as we're going to have to climb on these little stalagmites as we kind of get through this next section to climb up here. There you go. And this is the kind of thing, and there is a little bit of ambiguity, like where are you supposed to go here, right? Like this giant cavern, there's certainly a few ways you could try and go, but there's only going to be one correct solution. And now we're going to have to run through a very terrifying area full of spike traps. Fortunately, if we just stay right in the middle here, they won't be able to prod us, at least not too badly anyway. Of course, we'll be able to heal ourselves, and you can die here, by the way. think the game is going to go easy on you because we're doing some exploration? No. The game will happily try and poke you with a spike and kill you. And now, we just have another bit of a jump segment. We can just go ahead and drop down here. And you can see we're actually above where we are. Don't fall down. Oh, no! Oh, no, people actually fell. That is very unfortunate. They're going to have to go around again. They should not have jumped there. Get a little bit of a bait there, unfortunately, for some of those players. Perhaps not familiar with the jumping puzzle. Getting hard punished, I'm afraid, by all of that stuff. Okay, and this room is what I was talking about with a weird mechanic. It's because here we actually have this room that will periodically become light, and we have to kind of wait for the light and then make our series of jumps. You can obviously kind of try and play it by using area attacks like this, so you can kind of see where to go, but do you want to risk it? Obviously, if there aren't other players around, it gets a little bit more complicated, but yeah, really fun here. You kind of have this kind of, you know, like this kind of cat and mouse mechanic where the NPC is going to try and bait you into getting greedy and jumping too soon and then falling. And then for the final thing, you have a little bit of an IQ check here. Basically, the name of this these caverns are called Sharkmoor Caverns. So you have to pick the entrance here to the final loot and the chest and the end of the jumping puzzle that looks like a shark's mouth. Either of these two here, you'll die, right? But if you go through this one, you'll make it to the end, right? Which is really, really fun. Well, yeah. Spoiler, it's this one, because I was paying attention, and I know that we're in Sharkmoor Caverns. I should have told everyone it's the other one, shouldn't I? And then let them all fall to their death. But anyway, that's how it goes. But yeah, if you go anywhere else, here, you're going to splat on the ground. Same on the other one over there, too. So yeah, here we go. That's the end, and this is the pirate captain who was guiding us through and laughing at us, although he now thinks that we're trapped here forever. But unfortunately for him, we're going to be able to waypoint out with no problem whatsoever. Some slightly unusual lighting here, but there it is. We've made it to the end. And now we've got to get to our next activity. We are moving very, very fast. We can sit in the chair, the throne at the end, the reward for being trapped in the deathly caverns of Guild Wars 2. But yeah, you can just walk out as well. And there's actually even a special vendor where you can actually get a few pirate-themed skins as well for doing that. Yeah, honestly, really fun stuff. And there's loads of these. Like, there's a lot of these in a huge amount of the open world maps. And we've got to go one more thing here, actually, because this is going to be some cool stuff. I'm going to quickly relog onto another character and follow me to the Brisbane Wildlands, my friends. To the Brisbane Wildlands. We must go. Get over here right now. And this is, of course, mount racing. We are going to be playing some World vs. World directly after this. But before that, we're going to have a mount race. Mounts are something that Guild Wars 2 is actually really well known for. They're definitely the best in the business. They are all loads of fun. And there's loads of variety, too. Not only do we have like a flying mount, like a dragon-style mount, and a swooping-style mount, glider mount, we also have a race car-style mount. And guess what? It's actually a proper game mode in the game, too. There are actually races and time trials all over the world interior that are going to challenge you to hone your beetle racing skills, okay, to go around these tracks as fast as you possibly can, actually. And there's going to be a few demonstrations. There's going to be a few really fun demonstrations here, actually. For this, and in fact, we're going to keep an eye out in the sky because we've actually got a Griffin rider to actually showcase some of the really cool flying mount. We'll keep an eye on that while we're going around the track as well. So that's going to be awesome. Let's go ahead and get this started, okay? I'm just going to say go, 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 right? We're just going to go for it now. We don't really have a proper start, but let's go! So as you can see here, it's just going to take us through all of these checkpoints. And we've got 2 minutes to do this race. So it's a pretty long race, one of the longer races in the game, actually. And again, I'm going to get overtaken because there's actually like a proper, super, really high-effort community of players who are amazing at this, right? And this is like what I was talking about. Like, there's so much variety in the game. There are some players who are unreal and dedicate so much of their time to practice. And here's the Griffin. Okay, the Griffin just disappeared there because there's so many players here. It's kind of clipping in and out. But there we go. You can see the Griffin swooping above us. There we go. Look at the speed on that. It's incredible. Keeping up with the Beatles at the same time. There you go. That is just fantastic stuff. I might try and tweak tweak my character model a bit to make that render a bit better. There we go. That should do it. We should be able to see more of them now. More of the players as we go around this track. Let's see if we can get a gold racetrack here. There we go. They're keeping up. Look at the pace on that thing. Funnily enough, you know, in theory, you could, of course, do... you could if you want... Oh, no! No! Oh, I bonked completely. I've been completely annihilated. But I think that's Reaper, actually, one of the more famous players, actually, in the Beetle racing community. I believe that is... Oh, no, in fact, it is... Yeah, it's Ciderfly. There we go. And now, like, this... See, problem with Ciderfly, this guy actually knows what the hell's going on, right? Unfortunately, I'm a noob, and I'm getting crushed. But we're still going to keep the tempo. The Griffins now surging ahead here, flying through the sky with their magnificent skins. Oh, the Commander Garfried is caught up with the... Kind of almost one of the leaders, actually, of the Beetle racing community is Garfried. One of the best racers in the game. And certainly more than capable of handling me, that's for sure. But I love this. They actually gave me... I think they gave me a head start on purpose so they'd kind of catch up about now. So I'd actually get to see them race. And you can see they're really competitive. They're trying to take each other out. We're making some good progress, though, actually. And I really should mention that there are so many cool tricks and tech you can do with this. There really is a huge amount of skill that goes into all of these Beetle races. I'm not really demonstrating that here, of course, but if you do want to see this stuff, there are plenty of like amazing players who can really show you some pure magic and some incredible control, actually, of how well they're actually able to pilot this particular mount. And the Griffin, of course. To do what these Griffin players are doing is very impressive, in my opinion. It is very, very cool. Oh, I just missed out on gold. Oh, that was that bonk. That bonk cost me 1 second off gold right there. Unbelievable. But now, what a race. Now we can see all the Griffins coming in there. Let's get the interface off and see all these players surging in and swooping all over the place. Like, it really is such a thing. Like, such a diverse video game with so many different things that you can do. And, like, full-fledged things. Like, honestly, some of the mechanics for stuff like these mounts, they could just be games on their own, to be honest, right? They really could just be fully-fledged games standalone, right? And here we go. They're all lining up to show all of this fantastic stuff there. And look... We're about to get started with our final activity we've got lined up there. But thank you so much there to the Griffin and Beetle communities for coming out to help that. Look at that! Guild Wars 2. Super wholesome. What an event. Goodness me. Perfect there. But anyway, we've got to dash. We've got to move on to our next activity, which is going to be a little bit of world versus world. To kind of round things out here. So I'm going to go ahead and log on over to my next character, which is going to be a Necromancer again. This time it's going to be a Scourge instead of a Reaper. And we're going to head on over to World versus World. And I have got a very, very special treat for all of you. Oh, yes, I do. We are going to be led in World versus World by a pretty epic gamer. In fact, a developer at ArenaNet. We're going to be led by the one, the only Roy. You are going to be in for one hell of a treat because you're going to be hearing what it's like to be in a massive world versus world army as we power through the mystery and hopefully get a fight or two. We're a little bit short on time, but I'll play some World vs. World after this to make sure we can kind of get a few solid, robust World versus World fights. So you could actually hear what it's like to be with a commander, because I've got to say, it really is quite something. We're going to go and see if we can get some proper fights so we can really show off what it's like to be in World vs. World, what it's like to be in these epic world versus world open world PvP battles. I genuinely believe that I'm gonna bump Roy up a bit. Roy's pretty quiet. Okay, yeah, it should be good now, actually. We're gonna really show you that this is a really awesome part of Guild Wars 2, right? A really underappreciated area of the game. Some of the best open world realm v realm style PvP you're gonna get in the business, to be honest. And let's see if we can get a fight. And you can see we've already filled our squad with a massive army of players. Let's get down to business.
Welcome to World vs. World, the best game mode.
Yes.
I'm a little biased.
Yeah.
But yeah.
World vs. World is all about territory control, massive fights, and ultimate glory. So there are a bunch of different types of objectives, right? There are keeps, there are camps, towers. even a giant castle, right? And players have to fight over these by, of course, battling each other, but also using siege weapons like battering rams, catapults, and trebuchets to get into these objectives. And of course, the more objectives you have, the more points you get, the more kills you get, the more points you get. And the more points you get, the more winning you are, right? And that means that you can say you're the best world versus world server or world versus world guild ever. Which obviously, I mean, come on. Who doesn't want to do that? Everyone wants to do that. That's what it's all about, right? So, the other thing that you can do is also upgrade your structures. We're actually attacking a level...
Moving in the scope.
Let's go. We're attacking a level 0 structure, but as you upgrade your structures, they get harder and harder to actually take over. And, of course, you can also fortify it with defensive siege of your own. And you can see some of that here. We're being fired at by arrow carts right now. But this certainly is one of the things that I really think is so awesome about Guild Wars 2, because it really puts the massively multiplayer into massively multiplayer online game for sure. We have an army, over 50 players battling together, right? The game is holding up quite nicely as well, you know, performance-wise. You know, I've still got a few frames left over, and looks like we are going to potentially have a few enemies trying to defend here. And yes, well, maybe actually. There's a good chunk of them. Maybe not quite enough to contest us, though. Oh, there's a few players moving in.
Gates go down. Yeah, moving in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Let's go. Come. Straight to Lord. Come, go, come.
Go, go, go. So now we're moving in. So the way you take over objectives is you have to obviously get through all of the defenses, and then you have to defeat a very powerful NPC. In this case, it's going to be the Keep Lord. And after this Lord has been defeated, then we can start to capture the objective. And yes, PvP and World vs. World are available for free to play. You do not need the expansions to play World vs. World in PvP. This is a core game mode, a cornerstone game mode, you could say, actually, of Guild Wars 2.
Stay on Lord. Stay on Lord. Just stay on Lord. Keep killing Lord. I'm just going to scout bridge.
We have a few incoming, apparently.
Yeah, it's not a lot. Oh, it's a decent amount.
Ooh, yeah.
Just bring Lord up. Bring Lord up. Everyone come upstairs. Come upstairs. Top of stairs. Top of stairs. Top of stairs. Just stack on top of the stairs. Symbols and powers. Just heal up. Heal up. Just keep leaving Lord on top.
Okay.
It's not that many. Just wait. Just wait. Just wait. As soon as Lord dies, we'll push out. We'll just kill whatever's out there. It's really not a lot, though.
Hopefully, I can rally a few more forces.
Hey guys, pull your pets and stuff up to us as well, so Lord comes up.
Yeah, I think there are a few players who are just having a good time on the Lord right now.
They're not in comms. Very important,
yeah,
note, guys. If you're in World vs. World, you know, comms helpful.
And that's why I wanted to get a World vs. World commander and have that full experience, because the World vs. World commander experience is they actually might be coming.
All right, here we go. Lord's coming down, and powers. We're gonna push out in 3, 2, 1. Stab up. Come on, come on, come on. Just all the way out. All out outside. Get ready to roll it right in 3, 2, 1. Come right, come right, come right. Sammy, just cleave the downs on us. Cleave the downs on us. Cleave the downs on us. We're gonna push bridge in 3, 2, 1. Bridge down, bridge down, bridge down. Good bridge. It's like 10 people. That's okay. Just finish the kills. Run them over. Easy peasy. Go back to Lord. 3, 2, 1. Back to Lord. Come, come, come. Let's go, let's go. Over the downs, over the downs, over the downs. Nice.
We got him. That is a glorious victory right there. It's not because we're outnumbering them like 3 to 1. It's because we're amazing at the game. And I've got to say, World vs. World, it really is, to me, it really is one of the highlights of Guild Wars 2, right? It's, what I personally really like about it is that it's one of the game modes that builds reputations and relationships in the social sense more than anything else in the game. Like, some of the players who play World vs. World, they've been around for forever, right? You know, they've been playing the game with the same people in the same guilds, in the same community for an incredibly long time. And that is just fantastic. It really is. You know, that's one of the best parts about the MMO experience. Like, is that player-driven content, that player-driven experience of guilds knowing who each other are, battling each other, grudges, reputation being built. Okay, the tales of epic battles, right, and all the drama and all that kind of stuff that that comes from that. It's pretty awesome stuff. It's awesome. Such an interactive, such a social game mode. If you're thinking about trying Guild Wars 2, you gotta try World vs. World. You gotta give it a shot, right? You know, it is, of course, a PvP game mode. That's not everyone's cup of tea, but it's a much more relaxed, less stressful PvP game mode than just conventional PvP, because you're playing with your friends, right? Like, everyone's together. There's a lot less pressure on you as an individual. Yeah, you're gonna die a whole lot, but you're gonna have a lot of fun as well. Get in here, Deso. I mean, there's a few more players kind of starting to load in now. If they work together, they can challenge us.
That's true. I don't know. AR will push. I have faith. I have faith.
Yeah, I believe they're ready for it. They want to do it. They're ready to go for it. Wait, apparently map is full.
Just wait. Stack up. Ooh. Yeah, stack.
They're full on
desolation,
desolation,
Keep putting symbols. All right. They probably just need a commander then.
Yeah.
Just stay on me, guys. Once the wall goes down, we'll go in. They might try to stealth up. If they do, just stay in tag. Listen to me. They're coming off the bridge. Keep putting symbols. Keep putting symbols. If we have a veil, put it on left. And powers in 3, 2, 1 power. Stab up. Move towards bridge in 3, left, 2, 1. Come veil. Come, bridge. Go, go, go. CC in front. CC in front. Stay on me. Stay on me. Stay on me. Turn to tower. Go to walls in 3, 2, 1. Walls in tower. Walls in tower. Walls in tower. Push in. Push in. Push in. Follow them. Follow them. Follow them. Stay on them. Go all the way to corner. All the way to corner. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. F3's now guardians. F3 guardians. Stay on me. Stay on me. Stay on me. Don't drop off the cliff. Don't drop off the cliff. Stay on me. Stay on me. Drop off. 3, 2, 1. Roll down. Roll down. Follow them. Follow them. Follow them. Go through. Go through. Towards hills. Towards hills. Towards hills. Finish kills. Finish kills. Cleave it. Cleave it. Cleave it. Cleave it. Just go through. Go through. Go through. Finish kills. Finish kills. All right. Back to tower. Back to tower. Back to tower. Let's go. Dasso behind us. Cleave on me. Cleave me. Stay on my tag now. Group up, group up, group up, group up. Get on tag, symbols, move up the hill. In 3, 2, 1. Stab up now, stab up now, stab up now. Come up, come up, come up. Jump up the hill. On the right, on the right, on the right. Watch this winds, watch this winds. Roll through the winds, roll through winds. Stack and powers, regroup. Alright, yeah, they're small.
Yeah, the cloud is en route. Here they come.
Yeah, we're gonna push out, push this cloud back on the left. Towards star, come towards star, come towards star, come towards bridge. 3, 2, 1, go north towards bridge, north towards bridge. Just stand me. Finish these down, finish these down. Just cleave it, cleave it, cleave it, cleave it, cleave it. Follow the circle, follow the circle, follow the circle. Stacking down, cleave back towards tower. 3, 2, 1, back towards tower. Stay tight now, guys, stay tight now.
Ooh, quite a lot of green as well, actually, starting to arrive.
Yeah. On the right, on the right, on the right. On star, on star. CC's there, CC's on star, CC's on star. Just stay in it, stay in it. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. We're gonna go all the way towards their spawn. Come through with me, come through with me. F2s if you need cleanse, F2s if you need cleanse. Just stack and tag now, stack and tag. Stay on me, stay on me, stay on me. Back towards tower in 3, 2, 1. Stay tight now, guys, stay tight. Res that down, res her down, res her down. Go to her down, go to her down, res him. I got Sig, I got Sig, I got Sig. He's up, he's up, he's up. Come to me. Regroup on me now. Symbols and powers, symbols and powers. We're pushing north towards garrison. 3, 2, 1. Come towards bridge, come towards bridge, come towards bridge. On north, on north, on north. Just go through, go through. We're gonna hard right towards tower. 3, 2, 1. Hard right towards tower. Come, come, come. We're gonna quickly try and build a catapult over here. No, we're gonna go around to the left. Come.
And this is World vs. World, gamers.
Alright.
I really hope you're enjoying this. It's so epic.
3, 2, 1, build.
World vs. World.
And we're gonna push Dasso on the right in 3, 2, 1. Roll off right, stab up, go in. CC's on right, CC's on right. Catch them, catch them, catch them. Cleave it, cleave it, cleave it, cleave it. Just stay on me. Don't push past me. Don't push past me. Stay on me, stay on me, stay on me. Back to Cata, back to Cata, back to Cata. Pressure on the walls, pressure on the walls. AR is starting to kill the catapult, guys. Get on that. Pressure on the walls.
Feel the energy.
Keep them off of it. Keep them off of it.
The energy of World vs. World.
All right, we're going to go to the right. We're going to build another catapult. I want some of us to stay on that catapult. Don't let them kill it for free. If you have supplies, come to me. If you don't, stay on the catapult. Build on me in 3, 2, 1. Build now, build now, build now, build now. We're going to put corner left, French and left, French and left. Go back to left, go back to left. To the cat, to the first cat. Push in 3, stab up, 2, 1. Roll around the corner, roll around the corner. Symbols in front, pulls him, pulls him, pulls him. Hold on me now, hold on me now, hold on me now. Just stay on me, finish it down, finish it down. Okay, back to cat, back to cat, back to cat. Oh, they really don't want us to get in this tower, man.
They do not. They're really going. I think they're executing the 1v2 pretty effectively, actually. Here, you know, there's a good tag team.
I mean, we're farming kills. They're farming our catapults. You know.
That's true. I think that's a good trade. I'll take that trade. I'll take that deal. Very nice.
Riz's in front. Riz's in front. Get the guy on the left. Get the guy on the left.
So in this battle, we're probably getting up to like well over 100 players now in this fight. Probably close to maybe even 120 actually. A lot of players starting to move in.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We got some groups on us now. Remember to hydrate. I'm gonna drink some water.
Good call. I'll do the same.
Yes, this is a hydration stream. All right, stack symbols, stack symbols, stack symbols. Come forward in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. I'm staggering movement. Just keep coming, keep coming. Oh, they're fighting now. All right, we let them fight. We let them fight. We let them fight.
We're respecting it.
World vs. World is all about respecting your opponents.
Yeah, that's a really big part about it, right? I think particularly on online forums, you know, that's where you really see the biggest respect.
Yeah. For sure.
We're about to game hard. Now we got some action here as well. We got some big fights about to pop off.
Yeah. So we were respecting a second ago, but now we're just going to 3-way ash gem. So come forward, step up,
okay.
hit Desso a little bit, come forward. We're going all the way around this corner. Come to hug the right, come to the wall, stack up, symbols and powers. Stay tight, guys, stay tight. Moving around the corner in 3, 2, 1, around the corner. Let's go. Symbols in front, come towards green. Pull these guys in front, roll forward, out of the traps. Just stay on me. Okay, okay, cool. Nice. We ruined that fight for them. Very good.
Good.
Come.
We have respected them by ruining their experience. But was it
it's
really
war,
ruined?
all right?
It is war, yeah. There are no rules in war.
This is war. Roll through. CC me. On these guys. Symbols in front. Walls in right in 3, 2, 1. Walls in right. Forward right. Go through the walls. Stacking the edge of the tunnel. Stay me. We're going back through the tunnel in 3, 2, 1. Back through. Finish the kills behind. Kill them all. Cleave them down. Nice. Good job. Let's go to the camp. Make sure our tail gets through. Desso behind us. Wait for tail. Stack up symbols on the sentry.
Prepare for the energy, my friends.
All right, Desso's looking pretty big here, guys. All right.
Yes, yes.
Tap the sentry. Ooh, Augury Rock on the right, too. Wait a minute. We're about to sandwich Desso. Come forward.
Potential.
3, 2, 1, come
Yeah,
forward.
potential
Stay on
backstab.
Stay in the wide left around. Stab up. Come left. Range spike on the left. We're going to push in right in 3, 2, 1. Coming right. F3s, get 3s, F3s. Range pressure on the right, on the left. Come through. Finish the kills on top. We're going to hit AR in the corner. Go through. 3, 2, 1. Super speed if you have it. CC's on the corner. Catch him. Go up the corner. Stack on the corner. On the downs here. Just stay in me. We're going to push around in 3, 2, 1. Roll through. Their stealth. The walls here. 3, 2, 1. Walls now. Go through. Big wall spike. Come through the winds. F2s. Stay in me. Finish the kills. Nice. Cleave the downs. Keep pushing with them. Just stay on top. W key on top. Back towards the corner in 3, 2, 1. Back through the corner.
The W key is strong, my friends.
Finish the kills in the corner. Stack and cleave.
We're
We're going to drop
happen.
off the cliff. Down 3, 2, 1. Come down. Symbols in front. Towards star. Come through star. Pulls on me. Keep coming through. Clear it out. Just come through.
It's
Just come through.
brutal.
Wait for a tail. If you die,
is
waypoint run.
brutal.
Finish the downs. All right, back towards camp. Let's go. Back towards camp.
You
Stay
love to
tight.
see
Stay
it.
tight. Nice
You
job, guys.
love to see it. Big fight. We were able to eliminate our opponents there. Most of us survived too, which is good.
All right, this is the last fight, guys. Let's focus up. Let's make it a good one. Okay, let's go to bridge. AR is trying to take it. Don't let them take it. Range pressure on the bridge. Get ready to roll if they just hard push. But I think we're okay. Just come away a little bit. Stun break. Don't get caught there. I got Sig on that guy. Okay, he's up. He's missing. Get ready to res this now. Okay, we're gonna fake push bridge just to eat some of their pressure. Come to the bridge. We're gonna roll back in 3. Just stay with me. 2, 1. Roll back. Stun break that. Don't get caught. Do not get caught. Peel for people out of the cage. Range, put pressure on Desso. All range on Desso. We're going to push towards Desso in 3, 2, 1. Towards Desso now.
Here we go.
Try and catch them. Watch AR. Get ready to press stab if they push us. Just keep pushing Desso. Stab and roll back. Away from the bridge. Stay me. Veil towards bridge in 3, 2, 1. Veil towards bridge. Super speed. Go in now. CC's on choke. CC's on the bridge. Pull them. Catch what you can. Stay on the bridge. Do not go on. Don't full push. We're back. All right, we lost a few people. It's fine. Just stay me. There's a few people dead from AR as well. Just stay on tag and powers here. Roll back left. 3, 2, 1. Away from the bridge. They're going to push. Stay me. Finish kills. Hold on tag. Keep cutting. Wide left now. Just stay on me. Range pressure on Desso. Symbols and tag. We're gonna push bridge again and roll back. 3, 2, 1. Roll back. Step up. Roll back. Come away right. Go in right in 3, 2, 1. Go in right. Walls in right in 3, 2, 1. Walls in right. Pulls in the walls. Go in now. Hold on me. On the edge of the walls. Roll back. Out of their wall spike. Nice spike. Good hit. Empowers here. Finish kills. We're gonna go across the bridge now towards Desso in 3, 2, 1. Go across the bridge towards Desso. Symbols in front. Roll left towards our tower in 3, 2, 1. Roll left to the tower. Roll left to the tower. It's not our tower, but that's fine. We're gonna pretend it is anyways. Finish those kills. Stay on me. Just hold on tag. Come away now. Okay, Finchy, what are veils? What's a veil at? Waiting for the chat.
Ready?
Okay, cool. All right, we're gonna full commit to this, guys. I don't care if we lose. We're just gonna full
Let's
commit to the
go.
bridge. Symbols down.
Let's go.
I'm assuming wells are ready. Come forward in 3, 2, 1. Come forward. I
we got
want
wells.
veil on the end of the bridge. Keep going. Veil on the end of the bridge. 3, 2, 1. Stab up. Veil go. Super speed now. Lines in front. Don't run, AR. No. Don't run. It's okay. We're just going to keep chasing. We win or lose. Just keep going. Hard. Come in front. We're going to roll left in 3, 2, 1. Left now. They're going to spike the bottom of this choke. Hold on me. Finish these kills. Push up in 3, 2, 1. Push up now. Roll through. Go through now. Wells on me. Wells on the end of the choke. It's fine. Just get to the top of the stairs and walls. Sit in the winds. Res if you can. Res down. Press F. Finish the rally war. Just cleave it. Empowers your. Finish the kills. Let Desso wrap up AR. If you die, just waypoint run. It's fine. Finish kills. Did Teapot die?
No, I'm alive.
Good. He's alive.
I got revived. I'm back.
Finish it down this. Nice. Okay, perfect. Desso killed AR. I think we win. We won the stairs, guys. We have the top of the stairs.
That's the win, right? That's the goal.
There's a Hardstuck player.
Kill him!
Player in Desso. What is he?
Yeah, wrong server.
Now we drop off onto Desso. Come. Go. Look at all these downs that we can clean up. Look at this. Stab up. Push bridge in 3, 2, 1. Push bridge. Walls if you have it in 3, 2, 1. Walls if you have it. Stay on the left side of the bridge. Hug left. We're right in 3, 2, 1. Roll right now. Off the right side of the bridge. Here we go. Stairs are a place of power, guys. If you didn't know this, now you do. Finish the kills. Come in front. Keep going. Cleave the downs. Nice. Stack and tag. AR's behind us. Go to the tower in 3, 2, 1. Roll to the right. Roll up right. Up to the wall. Meet them here. Get out of this. I need stab. Stay me. Roll back. 3, 2, 1. Back now. Cut away. F2s.
Oh no! We're getting crushed.
Yeah.
That might be it. The blue team and the grid. No, they've got Roy, I think. Oh no, they haven't got him yet.
I'm alive.
Don't give them the achievement.
I rallied.
Deny them the achievement.
True. Well, we have finally tasted a defeat, but that's okay.
We have been defeated.
True.
Goodness me.
Farmed? We did get farmed.
We did get farmed. Yeah. That was a big fight there. You know, the blue and green team, they collapsed on us and crushed us.
Yeah, but it's a good time.
It's a good time.
I didn't die, so that's all that really matters.
That's true.
And yeah.
That means you technically can just say you didn't lose because you didn't die. It was just a tactical retreat.
All right. Well, that was very enjoyable. Haven't led in a while. I appreciate the opportunity to do so.
Yeah.
Thank you all for following. Shout out to Deso NAR for just coming out of nowhere and giving us content. That was sick. And thank you all for following. Really, really fun. Maybe we can do it again sometime. We'll see.
Yeah. We'll have to see. That was a really good showcase, I think. I think that really encapsulated the World versus World experience really well, actually. So thank you very much for hopping on board. And of course, to not only the players who've joined us here on Ruins of Sirmia and Ring of Fire, but also to the Desolation players and Augury Rock players as well for really coming out there and making sure that we've got some fights to showcase this. Really, really glad that actually worked out really well because I'm sure, I'm a big fan of World versus World. It really is a game mode that, hey, look, even ANET call it the cornerstone game mode. It's a fantastic mode, it really is. Really hope you guys enjoyed that. Let's go ahead and leap into the next thing we're going to be looking at, which is going to be PvP. We'll go and have a look at some of these teams. There might be some good teams in there. Like, this is a daily automated tournament, right? Which is basically every 3 hours we have this. Now, these are not always like full of like really, really ultra mega try-hard teams, but a lot of the time you can meet some good players. And yeah, here we have a kind of classic group of players here. Like, once you play Guild Wars 2 PvP, you'll start to kind of recognize some of the familiar faces, as it were. And this is definitely some of them. We have Xeon, we have Pappy, we have Aeon, we have Prototype, and Boba here as well. So the way PvP works is that we have our 3 points, right? We have, in this map, it's going to be point A, point B, and point C set up, right? And you capture these points, and they give you points every few seconds, or they're called nodes, right? And capturing the nodes gives you points. First to 500 wins. Getting kills, of course, gives you points as well. And there's quite often secondary objectives. So, for example, there's the Sky Hammer here. This is the secondary objective on this map, which is called Sky Hammer. And what it will do is it will fire a laser beam at all of the nodes and decapture all of them that you don't own, and also damage players there as well. And there are a whole bunch of different maps for PvP, as you can see here. So this map is a little bit different. The point layout is different, and there's a different secondary objective. And each map is unique in this regard. They all have different objectives in the way they work. You can see we have Battle of Kylo. You have a trebuchet that you can fire at players here. Forest of Niflheim, which is where we are right now, has 2 monsters you can kill for some points and a buff. Legacy of the Foefire is it's a very small map, and there's an enemy lord you can kill for loads of points. Temple of the Silent Storm is a massive map that also has some powerful buffs that can basically give you way more points and capture all of the nodes. Skyhammer was the one you just saw with a giant laser beam. Capricorn has a bell that you can ring to get a bunch of points, and it snowballs out of control. And Eternal Colosseum has 2 magical weapons you can capture to give your team extra power. Let's have a look at this game. I wonder what these classes are. Well, on the red team, we've got a warrior, a bladesworn. This is kind of like a duelist, also with a bit of support. We have 2 heralds, a type of revenant, which is a lightning-fast roamer with massive burst damage, a reaper, an all-out glass cannon damage build, and a guardian playing support right now. Going up against another guardian, it's very common to have a support in PvP on both teams, which is why we have one here. A harbinger, a necromancer here, and it's actually going to be kind of a hybrid build here, a little bit tanky, a little bit damaging, opting for some power damage instead of conditions. We have a druid. This build is actually a troll build, basically. It exists to just knock you off the point and be really annoying. We have a Holosmith, which is kind of a bit of a brawler. It throws grenades, it hits you with a sword, and has like giant laser beams and a holographic weaponry. And finally, a Soul Beast, which again is a little bit of everything. It's actually 1v1ing right now, but more than just 1v1ing. It's also very mobile, has great area of effect damage and huge burst damage too, and can roam around very quickly. And of course has the longbow for some range DPS. Now, the Bladesworn here is probably just going to be a little bit too durable for the Untamed to really deal with that. So that's not going to work. The Untamed is going to probably not continue to take this fight, I'd say, as eventually the Bladesworn will simply outvalue this. However, the Druid is now moving into it to replace, so I think we'll see the Druid move in, and then we'll see the Untamed actually move away. Guild Wars 2 PvP is all about finding your matchups. It's about picking fights. Looks like the Bladesworn actually decided to leave that and just give that point up, and that means we're going to see, yeah, the Ranger will simply follow from the blue team. So the blue team taking a decent lead so far in this game. It's getting the slightly better end of that rotation. Actually, they were able to muscle that fight through there and capture the middle node and also hold on to their own mansion node over here. Actually, the stealth almost trolls there. You can't contribute to holding a point while you're in stealth, so nearly actually broke out of that, but now doesn't do that, and we'll now continue this 1v1. Revenant on Holosmith, these are actually not really duelist specializations as such. Of course, they can 1v1 each other and 1v1 fairly handily. Basically, anything can in the game, but quite unusual to see a matchup like this. However, it's actually surprisingly even, I think. The Herald doing a very good job here on the Revenant of avoiding all of the damage and forcing the Holosmith away, but both of these players are going to have to play very, very safe, actually, in my opinion, because what can very easily happen is because both of them are quite squishy and do a lot of damage, they can very quickly kill each other at a moment's notice. So both players playing fairly safe here, not wanting to overly commit. The Herald trying to find a way to eliminate the Holosmith. I think is taking a good lead here. Ooh, an ability was just barely out of range, though, that could have potentially ended the Holosmith. Is there an assistance coming in for the Holo? I don't think there is, and that is going to be a clean 1v1 there. That was a very elegant dance here by the Herald to just be weaving in and out of combat, weaving in, weaving out, being all over the place, and really delivering a lot of value to the team.
Did you see that?
I love to see that. I love to see that. Blue still ahead, and they do now lose 2 players, though. Their support ended up dying on the middle node here, so red team were able to take the team fight. There's a lot of things going on in PvP, actually. Like, it's not just about one thing. It's not just about team fights. It's not just about 1v1. And as a result of that, it can be a little bit tricky to keep an eye on what's going on the map, and it's also very heavily momentum-based. Because if you're in a 4v5 situation, you're going to lose control of the map, and that's exactly what's happened right now for the blue team. And in fact, there are more kills being picked up here. Like, that double Herald composition, they're so fast and so bursty that it's super difficult, actually, for the blue team to actually hold on. It's simply so much damage. However, blue team do a good job. They disengage. That the worst thing you can do here is commit too much, right? It's just kind of go in too early and too hard, and then basically get punished for that. So red team not able to quite get a mega cleanup, but they have got themselves into a good situation here where they're up 2 nodes to only 1, so they'll slowly catch up with their points. If they can find another kill and actually confirm that, they're going to be extremely happy. Can they do that? No. The blue support guardian was able to actually use a powerful ability, Signet of Mercy, or revive a downed ally. There was an attempt to knock the downstate body away, but unfortunately it did not work. It was blocked, in fact. So that ability simply did not go off. It was denied. Okay, here we go. Meanwhile, we have the blue team trying to take a fight here, and I do believe I kind of like the red team's composition a bit more. Holosmith it's kind of fallen out of favor a little bit. It's still perfectly okay, obviously, but I also, the druid here is a little bit, it's an unusual pick, actually. Aeon is an excellent druid player, but these days I think it's a lot harder to get value out of it because you can be killed a fair bit easier. Like, druid used to be able to stall a lot of fights and be very, very tanky, but that's not really the case so much, and there's a lot of damage now coming through here from the red team. They're able to pick up another kill, maybe another kill as well, onto the blue Necromancer. Looks like they may well be able to. The Necromancer did barely manage to escape, and is going to try and hold on to this point, but will be chased down by the support guardian, which isn't really going to do too much. Yeah, the support guard, not going to bother with that. That is not really going to be the play there. Of course, supports can't really do any kind of 1v1ing or anything like that. That is not the role of the support. They're very much wanting to be in these fights, making sure that their allies are empowered. I'm not playing. I am casting this game. ArenaNet Partners, which is me, by the way, we have the ability to watch games and see what the hell's going on. We do Dragon's End. I'm a little bit tempted to do a Dragon's End run. I am super tempted to do it. But the thing is, I'm a little cautious around it. It's a bit too much. It's a bit too much. But anyway, the fight continues, and red actually getting back into this now, right? Like, getting back into this. Blue need to find a way. They need to disrupt this team fight, because what's happening here is that blue is almost playing into red team a little bit too much. Like, the team fights, these big 3v3s and 4v4s, that is the strength of the red team here. And blue have not been doing the best job of actually avoiding that and mitigating this from happening. As a result of this, we are actually seeing these fights continuously go towards red. It's a little bit difficult to dodge the team fight. This is a pretty small map. comparatively speaking. I do really like this play here from the Druid here, from Aeon here on the blue team. Just being very annoying, sneaking around them and trying to maintain the lead. Red is going to have to find some answers. They're going to have to rotate quickly after picking up these kills, otherwise they won't actually be able to get enough value out on the map here. Okay. Let's see what's about to happen here. Big DPS is coming through here from the Reaper. Can they find this kill onto the Blue Ranger? Is it going to happen? It's going to be difficult. Oh, yeah. They do actually find that kill. And Blue, they're losing a lot of players. They're barely able to stay in the game here because they are using the Druid to be super annoying here. But that is about to end there. Yeah, this support gun can't really get in there and contest. Right, that's simply not going to happen. Well, not without dying anyway. Could contest for a little bit, but certainly not for long. This support guard really needs some help from Blue, but yeah, there's no help inside. This is just like a 1v3. Red honestly over-committing to this. Like, they're really dedicating a lot of those. If this Guardian survives, this is actually really bad for Red. They're going to be wasting so much time here. And this Guardian is doing a really good job of surviving, actually. I need to change my character model limit. I was playing World versus World. But yeah, this is actually a really great hold here. The guard is really popping off. Oh, the Necromancer, though, really tearing through that support. Can Blue get some value? They do find a kill on the other support guardian, the enemy support guardian, the red one. I think the Reaper is going to just about get that kill, so it's going to be a trade. That's not really good enough, particularly as Red actually lose their Druid at the same time. Sorry, Blue lose their Druid at the same time. That actually should be enough to put the Red team into the lead here. A close game, actually. A very, very close game. There are 27 classes. Yeah, well, actually more than that. There are 27 elite specializations, and there are 9 base classes. So 36 total classes in the game. Now, of course, elite specializations are kind of variants of the base ones. So they're not like totally different. They have some similarities and they have similar skills that you'll see pop up. So it's not quite as extreme as like actual 36 classes, but it is, yeah, there's a lot of variety, a whole bunch of variety. It's pretty fun. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's big. 3 times 9 is 36. No, 4 times 9 is 36. There are 27 elite specializations and then another 9 base classes. So it's 3 times 9 plus 9. 4 times 9, 36. Quick math here with Teapot. There you go. But it does appear that actually the red team are just now in the lead. Now, Blue, they're not out of it yet. And in fact, we are going to see a node capture here on the windmill. The core guardian from the blue team, red team, not going to be able to do too much there, in fact. And actually, slight overcommitments here, I would say, actually. Like, blue team doing a good job of being annoying and stalling and trolling here. Trying to deny this capture. Oh, that Blade Sword, though. Oh, yeah. That was a bit greedy to actually try and contest that node. And the Blade Sword just unleashed a deadly attack, annihilating the Horsersmith in a single blow. Now, Blue did grab themselves the nodes, so they have map control, but the problem is they just lost 2 players. And I do think they are rotating around the map pretty well, but the brute force of red team is really putting in work here. They're just able to get kills. If we look at the timeline here, I mean, look at this, right? Like, red is getting kill after kill after kill after kill. They're in the lead. They aren't down on nodes right now. Some good map control from blue, but that is about to stop as Mars, the red Herald, will be able to capture this windmill here. And blue can't really do too much about middle either. Yeah, you can see the red guardian just quickly grabbing that while the other red team players are simply running around trying to hunt down some of the blue members. Yeah, it's a close match here, actually. It's first to 500, as we talked about a little bit earlier, but I think red have actually got this in the bag. If they can pick themselves up another kill, that should secure this game. That was almost a falling damage death, which would have been quite amusing, and actually would have been a really big falling damage death. If a rally came through here, that would be insane. Basically, when players are killed, other players can potentially actually get back up. Oh, that actually might be an attempt. I think the cleave should be good enough. Yeah, it is. Oh, that would have been a really big rally. It would have actually probably got the core guardian back on their feet as well, but yeah, I think this is going to be at actually 450 points. It's 395 with 3 players falling on the middle of the Guardian, the Necromancer, and the Engineer. I think that is going to be just about it. I don't think there's a recovery point anymore for the blue team. Red team playing very, very well. They're going to get this done. And they're going to win themselves some really good rewards. Like the automated tournaments, they allow you to qualify for the monthly automated tournament and give you a lot of gold, 25 gold for winning, and some highly powerful and useful items, mystic coins. Great for making legendaries. So there you have it. Red team gets it done. And there it is, 501 to 395. Very well played there. And that's PvP. It's honestly really cool. It's really, really cool. You know, I would highly recommend giving it a try. And PvP very much isn't going to be for everyone, right? That is it requires a specialized taste, but PvP in Guild Wars 2 is honestly great. The game mode stays fresh pretty much forever, and the balance is pretty solid right now, actually, and it's very rewarding for skill as well. It's like very skill rewarding. It's incredibly skill-based, and there's a lot of depth to the way the combat system works in PvP.